Hi, I'm Nick Wietosh, and I'm from Carlisle, Pennsylvania. I'm a proud third generation graduate from the Carlisle High School. And my entire life, I've been a huge sports fan. My entire life, I've been a very huge and passionate sports fan. And I am passionate about many sports, including baseball, hockey, football. And my teams that I'm passionate about are the New York Yankees, Pittsburgh Penguins, Pirates, and Steelers, the West Virginia Mountaineers, and the Penn State Nittany Lions. My dad went to Penn State, so that explains why I'm a Penn State fan. And I have family down in West Virginia. So as a kid, that was my favorite vacation to go to, was going down and driving through the beautiful state of West Virginia, the mountain state. From a very young age, I started to attend sporting events and just fell in love immediately. The energy, the atmosphere from the crowd, everything about it, I knew from a very young age that I wanted to be involved in the world of sports. I just didn't know how I was going to do it. My very first baseball game and major sporting event was in September of 2007, and I went with my uncle to Baltimore and I saw the Yankees take on the Orioles at Camden Yards. Again, I never knew how I was going to do it. I just knew from about the age of 14, 13 or 14, eighth grade, that I wanted to work in the world of sports. Didn't know how, didn't know where, which sport, it didn't matter. I just wanted to do it. And now that I found Full Sail, I know that one day that's going to be a reality and I'm going to achieve my dreams. And now, more recently, professional wrestling. My friends would describe me as caring, passionate, honest, funny, and smart. And I'd say that I'd agree with them on all of those, all five of them. I would describe myself as the same way. I've always been a caring person. I've always had a passion for sports, as I've stated. And over the years, I've had some moments where my jokes have had the entire room laughing, as well as me. A broadcaster that I relate to and I'm a fan of personally is Pat McAfee. He's funny, passionate, and caring as well, and that's where I relate to him. I enjoy watching his show with his crew because they bring humor into sports as well as great information on the world of sports. I enjoy watching his show because the way he does his show and his entire group, they talk about sports and they spend the majority of the time talking about football and other professional sports, not professional sports, just sports in general, but they also bring in real world stuff and their point of view, they bring in positive stuff and nothing negative, which is what I like and I enjoy. And that's one of my goals to do as well. I can identify with Pat McAfee and the newer style of sports broadcasters. The world of sports, I think, is transitioning from TV networks to live podcast show type media. My dream is to grow enough of a following and run my own sports show on YouTube, just like Pat McAfee does. And I know I'm a very long way from that being my reality, but I can relate to Pat McAfee and his crew because I enjoy making people laugh while also informing and teaching them about something such as something I'm passionate about, such as professional wrestling and football. I have knowledge for both, and I have a way of capturing a moment during a game or weekly wrestling show and turning them into a meme, bringing in my other skill that I believe I have, which is comedy. The best broadcaster today would be Pat McAfee. He is diverse in all the things that he does, from his weekly show about the NFL and other sports to his appearances on College Game Day and Friday Night SmackDown. He can also go from wrestling to football, back to football, and everything else that he does in between. The best old school broadcaster to me is Michael Cole. He's been with the WWE on Friday Night SmackDown for nearly 25 years. He is professional, trustworthy, and can tell a story fantastically. Cole has stated numerous times on many episodes of interviews and podcasts that he's been on over the years that he's only missed 2 episodes of TV in 25 years. And last weekend at WWE Extreme Rules, there was a full circle moment with him and a legend, an absolute legend in the professional wrestling world, Rey Mysterio. Years ago, him and Eddie Guerrero, one of his best friends, were in a storyline and they were feuding over Dominic, Rey's son, and they had a ladder match for the custody of Dominic Mysterio. And Michael Cole was calling that match. Saturday night at Extreme Rules, I was there in person, and the building was electric and it was out of this world, but I wasn't able to hear Michael Cole on commentary. So when I got home the next night, I watched it on Peacock, and hearing Michael Cole call this match really brought the entire story full circle. And I hope going forward with the Dominic and Ray storyline that Michael Cole is on all their matches, because he was putting in the emotion and telling the story in such a good way that it brought everything back from all the years ago when he was calling the Ray and Eddie match to now seeing Dominic do this to Ray. I asked 5 of my friends how they would describe me in 5 words, and here's what they said: curious, attentive, caring, friendly, easygoing, loud, creative, mindful, charismatic, funny, lighthearted, passionate, honest, loving, trustworthy, loyal, smart, and dependable. And my entire life, I've gone above and beyond to help someone. Personally, I think I would describe myself as a giant teddy bear. I've always been too nice sometimes, and that's a blessing and a curse, and some people have taken advantage of that. This has been my discussion post, and thanks for listening and watching.